Hello everyone, how are you? So welcome to Opening Up the Closet with Tripper. This is a YouTube channel that I have been using to try and just make us aware that we need to actually address the issues that are troubling us in our mind, and without knowing, some of them are really pushed and stuck in our unconscious and subconscious, and we don't get to address them. And so this really affects how we act, how we react, how we think, how we make decisions. And so please, if you get a moment, just head there to the YouTube channel and watch a few of those episodes that are already there. I, however, took a break from taking or doing some of those shows because I kind of realized that the biggest elephant in the house is that most people are scared of actually going for therapy sessions or counseling sessions, as we mostly refer to them. And I realized that the biggest reason was stigmatization. People are kind of scared that once they are seen either going to see a therapist, a psychologist, or a counselor, as we refer to them, people will tag them, that people will put them in the group of those who are mentally ill. And this, I think, most people are really scared of. And I want to tell you that if you do not take medication for your pain, then it doesn't matter what everyone else is gonna say, because you are the one who knows how the shoe is hurting or if it is fitting. So really, most people in these sides of the world, and I will be very honest and say Africa, we have decided that we are hardy people. We are people who imagine that whatever it is comes our way, we can deal with it. Yes, sometimes we do. I'm not saying we can't do that. But then there are moments when we get worn out. And when I talk about this is both mentally, physically, and spiritually and all that. We get really worn out. And then we want to now look for help when things are really bad or really getting crazy, And so sometimes also we run to this umbrella called spirituality. Do not get me wrong, I am very spiritual and I know what God has probably done in my life so many times. But I want to tell you that there are things that you have to address, you have to take care of before you actually ask God to come in. Listen, when you have things like child trauma, when you have land issues back at home with your family, when you have, issues related to maybe your teenager that you need to help or to work with or to see how to guide them, when you have issues like indecisiveness, making decisions, critically thinking, then how do you then say that you're hardy, you're strong, or this one you're taking to the Lord? Do all that if you can, but I'm just saying that there are moments when all this seems like they are so overwhelming and your mind seems like it wants to explode. That is the moment where you look for someone you can talk to. I have also witnessed a lot of times on social media, really, when people say that someone probably had issues, but then they were speaking to friends, they were speaking to family, and as much as sharing is good, and they say a problem half shared is half solved, but then who are you talking to? Who are you sharing with? Are you getting guidance step by step? Is someone listening to you and using the right method and ethics, to try and guide you towards the right way? Let us not be scared of going for therapy or going for counseling, because then this is the way we get to meet those who are really qualified and trained to take us through such moments. And one of the ethical issues really that therapists look into is confidentiality. Of course, there are, times when it has to be breached, but we are gonna share it with you and tell you when that confidentiality can be breached. But otherwise, it cannot get to anyone, not even your child, not even your spouse, if that is what you desire. So you make time. Don't don't be scared. Trust me. And it is a personal journey. I keep telling people mental wellness is a personal journey. You cannot call your villagers to do this with you. You cannot call your family to do this with you. So many times we have clients who walk in here and they are stressed in their own families and nobody else realizes. And so when things like suicide and murder happen in such families, like marriages, then people wonder what has been happening. They've been looking happy, they've been looking okay, because everyone is holding something in within them. So please create a moment. The other thing I realize people are scared of are the charges of therapy. But I want to pose this question to you. Do you know how much it takes to be checked into a mental wellness institution? You do not want to hear those crazy amounts. So the charges you can always negotiate with your therapist or with your counselor. You talk to them and tell them how you can, manage, or whatever rate it is that is okay for you. So don't be scared to have such kind of conversations. And so I am available if you need a therapist that you want to talk to. I can take care of teenagers, and I can also talk to adults, to couples, to families, and then we can also do group counseling. And one thing that technology has done that I really like is that now from wherever it is that you are, we can actually do online counseling. That is amazing. All you have to do is just call me, then we create time, then we see when is okay for you and for me, and then we can reach out to each other and talk. You can also do one-on-one, and for that I am in Kisumu, Milimani, just next to Huduma Center. So once we have spoken, of course, I will give you directions for you to get here. I hope this information helps you a lot. Bottom line, what we are addressing today is let's not be scared of going for therapy. Therapy is good for just clearing the mind and getting, a clear way of looking at things when you feel stuck in life. I am Teresa Patricia Chieng. I am the director of Tripat Wellness. Thank you so much and looking forward to meeting you or talking with you. Asanteni sana.